You're not ugly, you're just dark-skinned. Being dark-skinned in elementary, middle, and early high school was like being black in 1925. It was not a fun time. Growing up, my melanin was always weaponized against me as an insult. People would be like, oh, you're dark, you're black, you're charcoal, you're this, you're that, you're African. And guess who was calling me all this? It would be guys who share a similar skin tone as me or somewhere around that range. And I never understood why. Hello everyone, my name's Alette and welcome to Alette on Demand. In today's episode, we'll be diving into colorism, its effects, and how it's prevalent in today's society. I chose this topic because it's very near and dear to my heart as a person who went through colorism growing up. I feel like it's very important to keep on educating people on what this is and spread awareness to what it is because it often gets overlooked. What is colorism, you may ask? So the definition is prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. And no, colorism is not just an ugly black girl problem. How is it prevalent, you may ask? Well, look at the media, look at the music, the rap music especially. All
right, and everybody's buzzing about it on Twitter, so I gotta ask whatever. It's like, you like black, you said you like black girls, but you said it's just like...
I answered this question earlier, you know?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have a need to simplify it again, but I'm going to simplify it again.
Okay,
you know, I carry myself like I'm an average dude because I don't see myself no better than him, no better than him, you know, or no less than him. So if he could say that he likes skinny women, if he prefers skinny women more than a more chubby or heavyset women, he could say that and nobody won't get mad at him. I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I like your skin complexion.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they most sensitive, you know?
There's some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Do y'all remember when the rapper YG said some colorist weird stuff at Nipsey Hussle's funeral out of all places? Let me play the clip for y'all.
Like I was having conversations with Nip about, I'm like, look, bro, we got some light-skinned, pretty girls we gotta raise. We in trouble, my nigga. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And
you look at the movies, everything like that. And y'all remember them corny ass public interviews that would be like, what race would you not date and why? I wouldn't date a dark skin hoe. They too ghetto, they too dirty, they too loud, everything like that. Dark skin isn't a race. What race would you not date? I said dark skins. They wear too much weave, they loud, they ghetto, they this and they that. I don't like them. Okay. YouTube needs to put an indefinite ban on these corny ass public interviews that would be saying ignorant shit like that. And it's also prevalent in the athletic world, if you may not know. I don't know if you guys remember that video of these football players or these NFL stars who went like out to brunch or whatever with their white girlfriends or whatever, and they were saying cheers to more light-skinned kids, cheers to more light-skinned kids. I'm gonna play the video for y'all.
Cheers to more light-skinned kids. Cheers to more light-skinned kids. Really, cheers to more light-skinned kids. Really.
That is weird within itself. Why are you pedestalizing your child because of their skin color? I don't know. It's just very weird to me. I don't know if it's just me, but it's weird. And there's some people that would be like, well, they can't have a preference. Well, you're entitled to a preference, but when it goes down to someone's skin pigment and you base their value on that is very shallow and very corny of you. And I want you to evaluate yourself and be like, do I really love myself?
See, I don't even like black girls, but for Zendaya, I might give her a chance to run away before you approach, or like a chance at a head start to asylum. Cause see, I like white girls. Okay, they like you too, or like what breed are you, like half black, half white? No, half black, half Calm down, Tycoon, just a question. You know what I'm talking about. You always got an attitude, just no fucking class. See, I don't get no lip from white girls, literally and figuratively. But like, I'm not just gonna date like any old white girl. Like, she still gotta have like the tan skin, curly hair, like think black, but definitely not. And like on a bad day, maybe I settle for like a Madeline Klein. If I'm down bad, maybe like a Madison Beer. But like every race got their different requirements. Like that's just, you know, for the white girls type shit. And if she Latina, she gotta have like a big juicy fat ass. And if she Asian, she gotta be thick. Like all my bitches gotta be 10s. All your bitches. All of them. Real shit, all of them. Anyway, thank you for choosing Arby's. You gonna see a pop-up on the screen?
Yeah, I seen it.
Here's your receipt. And remember, when you're starvies, come to Arby's.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind.
This TikTok really just represents it in a nutshell. Like, come on. By the way, these so-called preferences end up suffering in the hands of these colorists. They don't get treated any better. So I just want to make it be known. And now we're going to deep dive into historical relevance. So I'm based in the USA, born and raised. I don't know if you can tell by the accent. Colorism and racism has been ingrained into the US very deeply. I don't see it going away anytime soon. It was introduced like on the plantations and stuff. Like the slave masters would subject the darker skinned slaves to like hard labor out in the fields, working in the heat. And the lighter skinned slaves will be in the house doing domestic work and basically the easier jobs because they're lighter skinned. And more times than not, those lighter skinned slaves are usually the slave master's children that they've had with the slaves. They were treated better, but they weren't like claimed as the slave master's kid because they're half black, right? That also manifested into the brown paper bag test, which is if you're darker than a brown paper bag, you were denied like access to like certain clubs and certain places like during the time of Jim Crow. And we often hear about stories such as like rappers like Chris Brown and other rappers not allowing darker skinned women in their sections at their clubs and denying them access to certain places because they don't fit their preferences. And this still hasn't gone away. It's still prevalent in today's society, believe it or not. But yeah, colorism really plagues every single society that's been imperialized, whether you're black, you're Asian, you're Latino, wherever you are, it plagues your society. Because more times than not, the beauty standard is always lighter skin, straighter hair, thinner nose, thin lips, everything like that, which equates to European beauty standards. And these founding fathers are rolling in their graves because they created something that's never going to go away, which is colorism and racism. The media also plays a huge role in why colorism is such a big thing in today's society, especially. Do y'all remember in 2020 quarantine, those light skin versus dark skin TikToks where it'd be like a guy like swinging on a swing or whatever? Dark skin swinging on a swing, and it's like a man acting all masculine and everything like that. And then when it's a light skin, he arching his back, acting all feminine and everything like that. Bro. Man. Basically, that represents how people view light-skinned people, whether it's a woman or man, and dark-skinned people, whether it's a woman or man. Oftentimes and not, lighter-skinned people are viewed as more feminine, more submissive, more gentle and soft, and darker-skinned people are viewed as more masculine, manly, aggressive. It's just, I don't know, man. And lighter skinned women are often pedestalized in every society, including the media, because they're more feminine and they're more beautiful and everything like that compared to their darker skinned counterparts. And okay, not to bring up Drake and Kendrick or whatever, but y'all remember like when Kendrick called him a white boy and said, "We don't want to hear you say it." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now they calling Drake white boy. Just a second ago, he was one of the niggas. Now he's white boy. Y'all peep that? And this whole masculine, darker skinned people and feminine, lighter skinned people affects both genders regardless. The whole strong black woman trope really is a mad thing, bro. Like, it's way deeper than we think. Like, I actually wrote an academic paper on medical racism and how the black woman birth mortality rate keeps on rising and rising. This whole strong black woman trope even seeps into the medical field. Black women are not often heard. Their pain isn't taken seriously, nothing, because they're supposed to be the strong black woman who can handle anything and a strong, indestructible, don't cry, be strong. And it just sucks that we are subjected to fit that trope. That trope needs to be dead, bro. It needs to be dead, bro. Because why? It just needs to die down because it's not true, it's unnecessary, and it's very just racist. And also, high-profile, darker-skinned women like Serena Williams, Michelle Obama, she's not dark-skinned, other black women, their femininity is often questioned. Like, you know when people used to call Serena Williams a man, they'd be like, that's a man, that's a nigga, da, da, da. And her tennis court matches, they'd be like, oh, that man keeps grunting. I'm like, y'all do too much. And then Michelle Obama, And with Michelle Obama, oh my God, they not giving her a break, bro. They still calling her a man. They calling her Michael. I remember I saw a couple weeks ago, like I saw a truck. It had a sticker on it, right? It was I think a picture of Michelle Obama. I'm not sure. And it's like, Michelle Obama's twice the man that Joe Biden will ever be. I was sitting there in genuine shock because I'm like, what? You're bold enough to have a sticker of Michelle Obama and claim and swear that she's a man. And it's just a joke. Like, people just poke fun at them. Like, aha, that's a man, that's a man. But I guarantee you, if Michelle Obama was a lighter skinned woman or a mixed woman, if Serena Williams was a lighter skinned woman or a mixed woman, they would not be saying all that. But no, they're darker skinned. Their femininity is questioned and they're accused of being men. And what I've noticed is that dark skin and beauty is seen as two different things. I want you guys to see this TikTok and I'll be back.
Y'all, I really want people to have some sense. Here I am checking in at a hotel, and the lady who's checking me in goes, "You're really pretty to be a dark-skinned girl." And I literally made a video about this a couple of days ago. And usually I don't say anything. I just say, "Oh, thank you," like to people who say, "Oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl." But the fact that she goes, "You're really pretty to be a dark-skinned girl," I thought about it. I'm like, nah. I told her straight up, that's not a compliment. That's really like a backhanded compliment. It's not a compliment at all. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just saying, like, to be dark like you're really pretty." You saying it again in a different way doesn't make it better. And I told her, that's not a compliment. Like, that to me sounds like a colorist ass statement. You're basically implying that just being pretty isn't associated with being dark skinned. Like, it's two separate things. And I was like, that's not a compliment. Like, at this point, just check me in. You know, I told her it's a colorist statement. It's not a compliment. I'm not taking this shit. It's 2024. Wake the fuck up. And what really baffles me, what really got on my nerve the most was the fact that she was an actually black woman. Like, do you not realize how stupid your statement sounds? How stupid you think you're saying a compliment, but it's actually not a fucking compliment. It's 2024. We just started the year. It's the first day of the year, bro. Please, guys, please, if you want to give a compliment to a dark-skinned woman, do not mention her skin color. If you want to mention, like, whether her skin is nice or whatever, yeah. But to be like, you're pretty to be a dark-skinned girl, or for somebody your skin color, you're pretty, like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, you guys sound like a fucking idiot. That just got me so fucking tight. Like, how the fuck do you think that that's okay?
So, yeah, it's not a compliment to be like, "Oh, you're pretty for dark skin. You're too pretty to be dark." Is dark skin viewed as ugly? Like, I don't know why people make those idiotic statements about people. Why does someone's skin color determine whether they're beautiful or not? So, yeah, it's very ignorant to view a certain skin color as not beautiful because it's not what you think is beautiful. Like, what? Let's be serious. I know I keep making y'all watch TikToks or whatever, but I want y'all to see this TikTok too. And for the listeners, you can listen to it, obviously.
Do you pop back dark
I
skin
would
women?
cop a dark skin chick. She just gotta be fine.
Okay.
Her? Does that mean you gonna
Spank, yeah.
Would you cut for
And
dark
that's
skin
it?
woman? Would you marry a dark skin woman?
I don't know. She gotta be worth
Oh
it.
my God. And it's never gonna be no dark skinned girl.
Like, to be my wife?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't met one yet that I want.
Why?
I mean, you tell me. Shit, you gotta ask God
I don't
about
know
that.
you, sir.
I'm saying you gotta ask God. I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
figure out what, but you can, any light skinned girl.
Not any, because I
that's what
curve
you
them
prefer.
too. But I like the light skin.
But why?
Them hoes fine.
Them hoes fine.
The black
Here you
bitches
go,
too.
girl.
Them hoes fine too.
The black bitches too.
Facts.
Are light skinned women not black bitches as well?
Yeah, but they was light skin.
Light skinned black
Yeah.
bitches.
I like them.
This what
I
y'all
love
want,
them.
girl?
Okay, but look, so you don't have your
Babe, please look
preference?
at that.
I just want to say, peep how he addresses dark skin and light skin women. Y'all heard what I heard? I'm gonna leave it at that. To the dark skinned black women watching this, I want you to know that light skinned black women are not your enemy. The main enemy is this plague called colorism that seeps into every society and plagues almost every mind. Colorism really divides communities in many different ways. People are against one another because of skin pigment. I know it sounds very like childish and petty, but it really gets deep. So I'm South Sudanese American, and South Sudanese people are known for having the most richest melanin in the world. Like, we're one of the darkest people in the world. The word Sudan literally means land of the black, believe it or not. It derives from the word aswad, which is black in Arabic, and then aswad, Sudan. Like Sudanese people, we're land of the black, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find that really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. But unfortunately, there is a lot of skin bleaching within the community because of imperialism. If you're not really familiar with the history of Sudan and South Sudan is the newest country in the world. We gained our independence in 2011 from North Sudan. And the effects of colonialism and imperialization impacts our people today, which is crazy. But unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot of skin bleaching within the community. For those who don't know what skin bleaching is, because when I tell my white friends what skin bleaching is, they're like, what? Like, people put bleach on their skin? Like, no, it's not like that. Okay. So skin bleaching is basically using like lightening creams to lighten your skin tone. Essentially, it's really dangerous, believe it or not. It kills the melanin that's there to protect you from the sun. And it makes you more vulnerable to like skin cancer, which is very scary to think about. And if you skin bleach and you're watching my video, I'm not judging you, but stop that shit. Please stop it, because you're killing your melanin and you're making yourself more susceptible to, or susceptible, how do you pronounce that word? Susceptible to skin cancer. I just want you to like love yourself, love the melanin that God gave you. Don't try to wash it away to fit these beauty standards. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, I've dealt with colorism ever since I could freaking remember, bro. Like, I remember growing up when I was like a little kid, I would go up to my dad, I'm like, Dad, when I grow up, will I be white? And stuff like that. And I think it's the effects of like, you know, parents buying their children white Barbie dolls and, you know, the psychological effect, if that makes sense. If you want me to make a video about that or something, let me know. Yeah, when I was in elementary school, I remember there was this little white girl, right? We were in kindergarten, by the way. She's like, oh, you can't play with me because you're not brown. She's brown, but you're not. And I was like, what do you mean I'm not brown? Like, I am brown. Like, I am brown. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, you're not brown. And I was so confused because I'm like, what? All throughout elementary school, like, I was always being picked on for being dark skinned. I would always get like clowned for being dark skinned and African and stuff. And it really tore down my self-esteem, because imagine being a kid hearing all of these comments and remarks about your skin color that you can't change. Like, you can't change your skin color, so, you know, like, why bring it up? And most of the time, it would always be black boys that would make fun of me for being dark-skinned. They would always call me ugly, thief in the night, burnt, all that. And I remember in middle school, I feel like this one guy was obsessed with me, because why would he always be talking about me? So basically, this one time, I think I was in 7th grade or something. Yeah, I was in 7th grade. This guy was pulling up pictures of like other people, like not actual pictures of them, like, oh, this person looks like this person like looks like that, right? And then he saw me like, you know, kind of like chuckling because I thought it was funny, right? And then he saw me laughing. He pulled up pictures of like dark-skinned Africans. He's like, oh, this is a let, guys, ha 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 ha. Everyone was silent. People were looking uncomfortable as hell. They're like, what? So I ended up reporting him, got suspended, right? And I'm glad I did. But then a couple weeks after that, like when he came back and stuff, I think we were like in English class or something. We were in a book club. It was me, the raccoon, and 2 Mexican girls. And he went up to like all of us, right? He's like, to the Mexican girl, I would F you. To the other one, I would F you. And then to me, but I wouldn't F you. I'm like, okay, like, I don't want you. Like, what makes you think I even care or even want you, bro? Like, nobody like, who's even thinking about you? Like, so unprovoked. Like, I swear to God, people would just come up to me and just say the most, like, outlandish shit because I'm dark skinned, or they feel like they could pick at me or have their way with me. Like, no. And in early high school, there was this one light skinned girl. She was mixed. Like, her mom was white and her dad was black. She came up to me, right? Because I used to like walk home after school. She's like, mind you, it's like 2 p.m., right? She's like, oh, Alette, you better hurry home because it's going to get dark and the police aren't going to see you and they're going to pew-pew you. She didn't say pew-pew, but they're going to pew-pew you because they can't see you. And I was like, what? What? Like, I'm so, like, lost, right? But yeah, she was like, oh, it was a joke. It was, no, nobody jokes like that. Nobody jokes like that. It just shows your ignorance, and you're like you're weird as fuck for saying that. And a couple months ago, like, and even recently, I've been dealing with colorism, which is crazy to think about. I worked at a retail store, right? So during my breaks, I would chill in my car because, like, you know, I like being alone, right? I saw, like, this man. He was a black man. He was approaching my car, like, he was crossing through the parking lot, right? So I was like, oh shit, a man, let me lock my door, because, like, that's just, you know, if you're a girl, you know. And then I think he heard me lock my car door, and he's like, I wasn't gonna do nothing, you black bitch, you black, you the one looking. I'm like, bro, I mind my business and I still get called a black bee. It's been like this for years, bro. I mind my business, I get called all types of black bees and everything like that. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, what did I do to deserve this? Yeah, but the same black guys who would bully me, make me feel like crap about my skin color, they would always let it be known that they don't like me because I'm black and dark, and that they would rather pick a Latina, light-skinned girl or white girl over me. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want you anyways if that's how you're thinking, right? Like, if you're basing someone's worth based on their skin color or their ethnicity, like, you're weird. Honestly, my skin color is a dusty repellent. It really is a dusty repellent, because y'all don't like dark skin? Okay, I'm gonna go where they do. The same guys who used to bully me and make me feel like crap about my skin color are the same ones that are like, man, these light skin girls be playing. I need me a dark skin queen. I need me a dark skin girl. We're not your last option. Like, we don't want you. But yeah, I'm still unlearning the stuff that was drilled into me, such as, like, I'm not worthy because I'm dark skinned. No guy would ever want me because I'm dark skinned and I'm black. I'm an African this, I'm an African that. Like, I've been unlearning that over the years, and I've came to a realization that these guys don't like themselves, and they feel like it's okay to, like, try to bully someone else who's darker skinned to make themselves feel better, because they feel like darker skinned people are beneath them, below them, and they're somewhat superior because they're lighter. Like, what? Yeah, like, the stuff that was getting drilled into my head by my peers, that I'm not worthy, no guy would ever want me because I'm black and dark skinned and everything. But now that I'm older, that is so far from the truth. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because the same guys who used to make fun of me for being dark skinned are the same ones who are trying to scoop up a dark skinned baddie, or they're trying to shoot their shot with me. Like, don't talk to me, fam. Like, you got me sick to my stomach still. Like, I didn't forget them times that you made me feel like crap because I'm darker skinned. I didn't forget them times that you basically made me feel like I was subhuman because I'm darker skinned. And these people, at the end of the day, were just projecting their insecurities because they're not happy with their own blackness and they're not comfortable with their own blackness. So you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to someone else who is comfortable with their blackness, who loves their melanin, who isn't gonna confined to these beauty standards set by society to have lighter skin, looser hair, a thinner nose, small lips. Because one thing I'm not going to do is literally wash away myself to fit these changing beauty standards. And you shouldn't too. Yeah, now that I'm older, it's kind of like a weird feeling when a guy is trying to pursue me, because I'm like, I've been told all my life that I'm ugly because I'm dark skinned. I've been told all my life that no guy would ever want me because I'm dark skinned, and I just feel a little weird about it, you know? Like, it's just a weird feeling, because, you know, I don't know, man, it's just a weird feeling, and it's mostly Caucasian men. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know, man. To the black woman listening to this, I love you. Go where you're appreciated. Go where you're appreciated. I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't go to someone who literally only likes you for your skin color or values you based off of your skin color, your ethnicity, because it's just weird. It's different when they admire you, but if they're strictly fetishizing you because they want their kids to come out looking a certain way or something, run. Especially my light-skinned black girls, run. If a black guy's like, what you mix with, run. I want it to be known that I don't hate black guys. I don't have any, like, animosity or anything towards black guys. I just know, like, if someone says something out of pocket because of my skin color or because of how dark I am, I know they're not happy with themselves, and they're not happy with their blackness, and they lack self-love. But yeah, to the dark-skinned girl watching this video, because I know there probably is a few that are watching this video, Love your skin color. You are beautiful just the way you are. Don't try to wash yourself away, like with bleaching cream, straightening your hair, making your nose appear thinner, stuff like that, to fit these ever-changing beauty standards. Because these beauty standards change every single day. It's not going to stay the same. And just stay true to yourself. If a guy doesn't like you because of your skin color, he's not the one for you. I'm just going to tell you right now. And your value isn't just on your skin pigment. You are way more than just your outer shell. You're a human being with a heart and a brain. Like, you're so much more than just your skin color. And your melanin is beautiful just the way it is. Love it. Ooh. Love it. Cherish it. And take care of it. And be proud of your lineage. Like, if you're African like me and people try to down you because you're African, girl, F them. F them. F them people. Alright? Stay true to yourself, love yourself, and yeah. If you're listening to this, I love ya. If you're watching this video, I love you too. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode called You're Not Ugly, You're Just Dark Skinned. Alright guys, bye!